Hello guys, my name is Sub-Zero-Exabyte and I am having a fantastic day. And I hope you guys are having a fantastic day as well, and if not yet hope you are going to have a fantastic day. But I think I know a certain way how I can make your day fantastic, and that is what we are going to do right now. Because we are going to have a nice day today. As you can see, I am Dame Tu Cosita at this moment, but it is time to get old, shall we? And then we are going to make it the thing that is going to blow your mind. And if I have to be honest, I would really recommend you making something like this in survival or something like it at least. This is going to be so cool. And if you guys would make this in survival and you would have a group of friends that also play on this server, then you will be in luck. Because you are going to be the most amazing guy in your group, and you are just going to be one of the most amazing guys in the group just because you made this house. And it is actually not that hard. If you are going to start your colony or village or whatever near a mountain, then go on top of the mountain, make it a bit flat so you have some surface that you can later walk on. I recommend not doing this in the snow, since then the bottom of your house, which then will be on top of your house, will be covered in snow. That is not so nice. But this spot is a really amazing spot, so why not? But if you have the option, choose for the option without snow. But it is not that big of a deal. But we got rid of the snow up here, so now we are going to choose where we are going to drill our little hole, and from there we can start making and digging this house, and then it will be really cool. But no, we need some more adjustments right here, and when we have done all those adjustments, then we are done with the adjustments, and then we can start with the hole. But you have to get your stuff together first, and only then you can make place where you are going to build. Yes, that was English. Or wasn't it? Yeah, I think it was, but it doesn't really matter, because it is that time again. We can start with the normal house right now in a second. Yes, right now in a second. And then we are going to slowly define the ideas of houses to our liking, and we are going to make a really amazing house that is totally normal. And from this little thing we are going to start evolving this into something amazing. We just need some cobblestone, wood and all of that, which you are seeing, and then we are already done. But we are going to just have a lot of nice interior, and then we are good to go. But that is going to be amazing, so we are just going to do that, and then when we have done that, then we are the most amazing guy in this world, and then we are done. But we are going to do this right now, and then we just need to take some stuff, and then we are good to go with the flow. And if the flow is alright, then we are going to be alright, and then we are going to have an amazing house that I think no one in this entire world has ever built before, or perhaps someone did. That would be possible. So, I am not sure if we are going to do this again, because then it is not a rare house anymore. If you guys all make it, then we maybe can start a trend or something. But we are beginning with the main base, and then we are going to do our operations from there, and it is going to be really cool from there. So we now have the things that I am thinking about right now to put in the house. So now we just need the things that we need for the fundament to be natural, because I don't want anyone to know my house is here while I am busy with it. So I am going to make a secret entrance that you can't even see. But it won't be that secret, because the entrance will have some kind of lever of some sorts that is in your head, so we are just going to hide this from the public. But we need some imaginable redstone though, and then when we have all of the redstone, then the piston can work, and then the house will look really weird in your head, and that won't really be good. But that doesn't really matter, because we are going to just have the most amazing secret wine cellar inside of the living room of the amazing house. So, we are just going to do all of this interior stuff, and when we are done with it, then it will be really cool. And then when we are done with the really cool ideas, then it will be really cool. And then we are going to have a nice looking house somewhere, which is here, and then we have the most amazing secret house in the world, because it is not only an amazing place where we are, but it is going to be an amazing secret house, since no one knows that this house is here, which is kind of dope, I guess. So we are going to make it so that it is going to be quite secret with the things and all of that. So, we are going to have the best secret house, which it will be whatever anyone says. So we are going to just scape the house a little bit more decorative, and this already looks a bit better, so we have a bit of a nice look, and it won't just be one really dank house. And when we have that, then our little house on this place is going to be exposed because of the things that give it away, because then we don't have a really nice upside down house yet. So if we have a nice house shape to begin with, then that will be okay, and then we are going to have a really cool base of operations, because people will just think that it is just another house and they won't be walking over it because that would take too long and it looks too amazing to come near. But if the houses looks really fishy, then people will think that there might be something there, and then they will find my wine cellar because they will know where to look since it isn't in the cellar but it is in the living room. But if the people don't know where to look, then they don't have a chance to look at all, because then they would just not know that the base of operations of Sub-Zero Exabyte Productions is actually here on top of this thing, and then inside of the houses. With one small eye look that you are going to have, you will see why I picked the blocks that I picked, since it looks really cozy like this and you are not getting that with other blocks. So that is going to be really cool. And then when we have that really cool shape for this house, which we kind of already have, then we are good to go to for a new house over there, and then we are good to go to decorate the place from the inside. We are not going to have a base inspired by the Sub Shack since this house is just way more cool. And you know, just look at the interior. This house is too amazing to just be here, and it is just something that you come across and then you think by yourself like wow. But then again, it is getting kind of really crowded in here and I want more interior, which is quite the pickle that I am having right now. And then I am not talking about the pickle in Rick and Morty, but just a pickle in general, which is even worse since those things are not really cool, and I just want no pickles, since if I don't have any pickles then I can just go on and do what I do best, which is what I am doing right now. But then again, if I am going to start that new house, then everything will be way cooler. So that is going to be really amazing if it is done. And then when we have that really cool shape in this bad boy that we already kind of have, then we are good to go for the next one, which I am really hyped for. Like for a while now we are good to go to decorate the place from the inside, but it is just getting way too cramped, and I think the upside down house will bring a really good addition to this problem, since I hope that it will fix the current problems that we are experiencing right now. We are not going to have an upside down house in a minute. I want something along the lines of the same house or something like that. It has to at least be a bit similar, so we are going to do that. And then when we have all of the wood in here, then we can start building a bed and stuff, and then it will just be amazing. Look, so then we can test which house will be better, since now I don't really have to worry about everything being cramped in the living room. Since a man needs his wine cellar, you know, I don't think you can survive without one in your house. But that is alright, since now the time has come that we are that blessed to build a second house, and I am really interested in the outcome of this even badder boy. So the concept is to just kind of reverse the house that we just built. It will be quite an interesting build, since it is going to be something. If you could see the piston sense, then you know there is a door there, and I hear you talking, well, you didn't do a lot better since you have a cobblestone door but the rest in just stone. And I am like, I will fix that. Time will fix that. Well, time won't, since I have to do it, but over time I shall fix it, and I don't think that is going to take really long, since I really want to keep my base a secret. So, for the inside I kind of already have an idea in my head how it is going to look, and since I am now in the Batcave, that kind of means that I am not a superhero, right? Yes, at least to me, if you live here you are a superhero if you have special abilities or not. But we are now the proud owners of the Batcave that is not yet all the way finished, but it will be if we work hard enough. And now that it is like kind of done from the outside, I think I will make the inside with lots of green and stuff, since I am Sub-Zero Exabyte and you know me by the color green probably, which is pretty amazing. And then to also have a Batcave that is going to be filled with light greens and stuff, that is just something that is going to blow my mind away when the time comes. So, I mean, if we are all done with this entire project, I am going to be really amazed by myself that I did all of this by myself and no help or anything from different Peters, but I just made it all by my own, and it is going to be a piece of art when they discover some ruins of this place. And I hope that it is still going to be green in a couple of 100 years. So there we go, and we are now digging some more space, but we have to be careful with the redstone, since we don't want to hit away the redstone, since I don't think that would be really nice, since then we can actually go outside anymore, and that would not be a lot of fun. But I guess I wouldn't really mind to have a closed door when it is all decorated and all of that, since it is going to be my home and I am going to spend a lot of hours here, which is going to be absolutely fantastic. So, it has already become pretty big, but we need a lot of space in this thing since it is a cave and we need to use every block we can because then it just is a bit bigger and bigger means probably nicer in the Bat Cave. Also by the way, in the middle of this video I heard that we now own the Bat Cave and that Batman has now settled for the Sub Cave, which he thinks is a pretty cool name even though he is nothing called close to Sub, but that is okay since he is going to try a new identity perhaps. I really don't know, but I guess that the man has some plans which is pretty cool for him. But I think that this is not just the Batcave since this is something more, it is more special than the Batcave in so many ways. To begin with is that it is actually called the Batcave but Batman is not here, so that is a bit odd, but it already looks way better than the Batcave. I would also like all of you that are watching right now not to tell where the cave is. If you know and you want to come over really quick, that is a light, then just let me know and I'll get us some cookies and some tea or something. We could have a nice evening together. But that is not all, since we are going to put in some decoration in this thing as well, like a bed, a chest and ovens and all of that basic stuff that you really need in survival. So we have that and that is amazing. Some paintings in the mix and it already looks really good just like this. Really simple but it already looks really good, which is just showing off my interior design skills that I possess, and I really much enjoy being an interior designer. I think I am good at it as well, so that is pretty amazing that we can have that relationship together, me and my interior, and then I will design him, and it is all going to be really fantastic since I did this a lot of times before. So the decoration only gets better with more inspiration and all of that. So, the mountain itself gave us a really amazing room as well, and I'm really glad I chose this one since it looked perfect and it actually is kind of perfect, so that is something that I quite enjoy. Just some armor stands in the little corners since that is just basically made for a corner and it looks so fresh when you put armor over it, and then it will give a more Batcave vibe already. But I think that our cave is way more cozy than Batman's, and I think that is where Batman failed since he isn't really good in that stuff. But I guess that he still has a really amazing cave, so we can't really hate on that. So I am just kind of searching for some more stuff, and I guess that we might as well have some banners in the main room, which makes it look a lot more lived in than it was, and now it does really look like a superhero cave, which to me is really amazing since I wanted to achieve this for a long time. Now we just need to get rid of a bit of the ugly floor to the bed and then we are basically good to go, and I think I am really proud of myself. Also, of the door thing, since I just did the redstone part like it was nothing, and I think that not a lot of people could have made the same thing as me. So, I did it pretty much on pure skill, which is just amazing. So I am pretty happy that it is finally done, and if in the future we get like a helicopter or something, then I can stash the thing on the landing pad on top. I need to get rid of some trees if I really wanted to do that, but I guess that will be worth it since then, well, we have a chopper landing zone and it is really amazing, so I guess that we might just have our very own sub chopper, but I don't think it is going to last really that long since I don't really want it to be discovered. But I am really happy that I built this on such a casual Thursday like it was nothing. It is just a bit of doing some research on the redstone and then from there you just kind of improvise, and for me at least it worked out fantastically, which is just amazing since I didn't even think I could make such a monstrosity. So right now I want to tell all of you that I really much enjoyed making this video, even though we kind of did the exact same in Pal's Craft, but this one was a little bit more freestyled, and it is really amazing that I made it how it is now. And then it is just going to be really amazing since it is just a green cave. But the thing is, guys, that you don't really know what is coming yet. I mean, some of you might now, but I know it for sure, and I think that I am going to enjoy this moment just a bit longer, and then we are just going to take some really cooling looking blocks that can make noise when you put a torch next to them, and then the whole place will be destructed, which is going to be really amazing when I can actually see the rampage that I then have caused. So here we go, we are going to whip out the block that will cause all of the mayhem that Batman is trying to stop. And now we stole his cave and then we blow it up, so Batman can live in the sub-cave and make that cave even more revolutionary than the one that he owned before, which is just actually a pretty good deal for him. I mean, it is kind of sad to see this entire thing fall, but I guess it is for the better good that no one shall find Subman. And now we are just going to place these nice looking red blocks in the room, and it is going to be a party up in here. So it was all fun and games, but now that the time has really come, you guys are going to enjoy this secretly as well. So here we just go with a couple of these blocks casually around the room and just all the way full except for the torches and all of that, but it is getting really full and I like this a lot since I placed a lot of TNT and now the spider has already found the cave, so it was a useless thing anyways. So we're just going to blow it all up and that looks pretty amazing to me. The entire thing is now floating, well except for like a little bit then, but it is almost floating all the way. So I hope that all of you enjoyed this video as much as I did, and then I hope to catch you in the next one. Have a nice guys.